Alright. So that everyone knows what's going on. New game plus 11. We have a single burden of ruin, 5 burdens of scale, every single burden of every boss, plus burden of Agartha's Royal Guard, which makes Citadel Agartha more dangerous. And so the Royal Guards return to Citadel Agartha, and Flaming Pinwheels become Tri-Wheels. The flagship Preserver Light begins its assault. Denizens from the Sun Tower and Plateau begin to migrate. Alright. So those are 2 additional changes, and we have all the boss burdens. That, just so anyone asks, that's what we're doing. New threat awaits. New items, lore, and more awaits discovery. Alright. Remember, stick the landing when you arrive. Not much of a stick, but I appreciate the challenge. Whoa, suddenly becoming a bit laggy. Good thing you can't take damage on this. Ah, so that's the... So I have a trait that makes those bombs show up, so... Just a nice little slow bomb. Hey, it just blew up on the ceiling. That was pretty nice. Oh yeah, and this also shows you everyone my controls if anyone's interested in what I do. I do not recommend you switch to my controls. It has hurt me in the past. In the past, it will hurt me by speedruns. I know these facts, and I do them anyways because it feels comfy. Do what you think feels comfy. I just find this comfy, and it bites me in the rear for doing it. So, that you should know. Halloween candy. So what do you think about the Gunslinger? I personally do not like it. Simply contrasts... Oh, the theme of the game. I never thought out that way. I mean, I enjoy the Gunslinger seems very fun. So I use arrow keys, not... So I can't really play the Gunslinger all too well. But when I have played it, it seemed like a fun class. Yeah, if you could use the controller, keep using the controller. I use keyboard because I don't feel comfy with the controller. So, definitely if you have a controller, keep using the controller. But I actually do like the Gunslinger, but I do recognize what you're saying where it's like, the Gunslinger feels like they came from the future to this game, and that doesn't make too much sense. So, yeah, I can see your argument of Gunslinger not really fitting the lore of the game, but... Oh, hello. That's what it means. That's cool. More enemy diversity through the challenges. Feel more accurate. Play with keyboard and controller, you feel more accurate with controller? Alright, well, I feel the opposite, so... Glad you have it working for you. That's all that matters. You find what works for you. Oof. Go. I hated controller until suddenly last week. Alright. What happened last week, if I may ask? Did you just have the opportunity to play with it in a way that it just worked better? Okay, well we have guard plus explosive. I don't like that room. I'd rather go here. Alright. Well, we fight in Chief. Chester's dad. Oh, yeah, those guys can now show up in these because... Oh, well, that was my fault. The reason I don't want to kill it too close because that explosion might hit me. Alright, well, we have enough healing that seems like we're coming out of here positive, so that's good. That's why I was shooting so fast. There's two on top of each other over there. Go. Ah. Alright, that gets 3 of them. Awesome, that got my full health. This gets my full mana. Alright. Whew. Alright. I feel I should have been... So, while I was fighting all that, a wave of comments came up, so I have to respond to them one at a time. I feel like it should have been implemented in a way more creative way, just to be clear. I do not oppose the idea of weapons like guns into the game, but thought they should fit the theme more. Would have preferred if they add something like a musket, as at least it was within relatively same time period. Alright. I mean, I will state that when you... I never thought of it, like, the time period stuff. But yeah, when you bring it up, it does make sense, your concerns with Gunslinger. Now that's here, I think it's cool. I don't think they should remove it, of course. But as you're saying, like, it feels a little weird. I feel like muskets should be the fabled weapon for the Gunslinger. I think that's what I want to see with musket. The dynamite, like when you decide you're going to bring in a Gunslinger, the Gunslinger is definitely like a Westerner, and everything that plays around with it feels like a Westerner, and I do enjoy that personally. I do see why others would dislike it by a long shot. Alright. I was not used to roguelike controls until how Hades used the R button to confirm. Then my movement felt better with controller, but I gave a controller another chance. Oh, yeah. Hades, you have to use controller with Hades. I cannot use keyboard stuff with Hades, because you have to use the mouse as well. Yeah. Alright. Roguelikes are still a new genre for me, technically. Yep. They're basically new. Like, really, Rogue Legacy 2 is the main genre I play of it. I played some Hades. I played through Hades. I liked playing through it, but it was like, when I finished, I was done. I didn't want to play anymore. I'm like, oh, well, speedrun usually breathes life back to the game. Speedruns were just an excuse to keep playing, it felt like. Less, like, with Rogue Legacy 2, speedruns are a completely different theme, where with Hades, it was like, it's the same theme, except faster. And I was just kind of... I was doing the speedruns to try to re-experience the love I had when I first started playing the game. But I got 200 hours in, I'm like, that was 10 hours more than I needed, you know? What do you think of the new burdens? I just started trying them now, so I can't really give an opinion yet. I think they're positive. I do like the idea of harder biomes and stuff. So I do like that concept. I do not know if they're like fully where I want to see them, but we have to give them the opportunity. All right. All right, let's get out. Oh, wow. Even you guys are here. Oh, that's the upgraded ones. So yeah, that's an attack of the upgraded version of that. Unless they brought it back to the starty level ones. Ooh. I'm not upset because it came from the Americas. I'm all for heavy classes inspired by other parts of the world, for example, the Rotted. Yeah, I just... Oh yeah, that's such a weird thing that, like, I remember there's this whole thing that samurai and Western gunslingers were around during the same era of time period. So, like, a gunslinger and, like, a Ronin samurai sort of D&D party actually is a legit theme that could have happened in reality. Which is amazing, but also, like, feels really weird and not right. Oof. But yeah, also, as you say, like, a 20 round... Like, I think they just decided that the single shot wasn't fun. Like, the electric guitar is such a strange weapon, and that's just because it's a single shot weapon for the bard. And they just didn't want to do that with the gunslinger, I think. So they wanted to give you enough shots that you could just fire at will and not have to worry about every single shot the way that you do with the bard's electric guitar. Alright. Let's see if I have enough money to pop this open. Probably not. 7, 8. Hey! I have enough. So my big problem is that we've made Citadel or Agartha harder, but I bet we have not made Stygian Study any harder. That's my only theme with the burdens right now. Which is a very lesser theme to worry about. Okay, say what's weathering. Like, I actively know that this is just like it's not perfect sort of issue, not the I can't play this as it is sort of issue. Oop, now I don't have enough mana. Gotta be careful. Hey, has a fish mask. That's funny. I mean, if you're gonna just sit there, I'm happy to let you. Woo! You were so content to stay there a little while ago. It's always the ones near the ground you want to take out first. That way, now, we could just move around as we see fit. There we go. Whew. Okay. Not too many comments this time. But, got a lot of ore. Does that ball damage you if it touches you? Not if it touches you, but if it explodes next to you. That's why it's kind of hard. So I heard someone bring that up in the comments some time ago. So that's why I knew that was happening. But, yeah, I could touch the bottle. I can't be near the explosion of the bottle. The problem is, like, when you're at the ceiling, it explodes instantly, so gotta keep your distance there. Ooh, suddenly a lot of comments coming through. Alright. Despite the Ronin coming from a country that really didn't experience any form of medieval age, he still doesn't have that much technology to him. And Ronin and European knights. Alright. Did exist relatively at the same time period. Did. Alright. Rage Tincture is great with duelists because they have that invincibility window when they roll. War Drums are just insane. In case you're wondering, they've kept nerfing this. This is now an epic relic, so it costs 45 resolve. So they've increased the... Since... When War Drums are first created, it cost 30 resolve and gave you plus 10% damage. Or something like that. Since then, they have now halved the damage, almost, and increased the resolve cost by 50%. So it's 45 resolve on only 6% damage. And it was still the obvious choice there, because it's so good. Just to put in perspective how awesome war drums are. Oof. So I'm not sure this is the guy who kills Lamech, but we're gonna try to make him that person. I guess it's, yeah, girl, but who cares? Woo. Eat. All my money. Oof. Halloween was yesterday. Yeah, I don't really do much. At Halloween, my theme is I board up the doors and just keep myself safe at home where no one can scare me. And then I scare myself because I'm foolish that way. Now it's Dia de los Muertos. Oh, is that the Day of the Dead? Ah! Hello, Rhino Boy. You know, they were pigs before, so this is the upgraded version that we're facing. Woo! Yee! Awesome. I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes. Get out of my way. Appreciated. Ooh. Who's the X-Men? So, the X-Men are the upgraded version of the enemies over in the Paishan Dry Lake. But I have a theme. One of my burdens is I increase the challenge of Axis Mundi. So, but one of Axis Mundi and one of this area here. And so, this area here now has those Axemen. But those usually are left in the Paisha Dry Lake. I'm pretty sure I'm also facing the upgrade versions of them as well. Just to add an extra layer. My god. Alright, I'm gone. Got my money and I'm going. I didn't get all the money. I don't care. There we are. Ooh. Do you like the Halloween event? I think it's pretty nice. I definitely like that they were like, oh, we're patching at Halloween. Let's add an event to it. I'm not sure if they're going to do this for other events, other themes, but I just think it's a fun little theme. Like most of what this event is, in case you're wondering, the limited time stuff is just the visuals. All the mechanic stuff will disappear once Halloween's over. Just so you know. Or, I mean, will remain once Halloween's over. Just the visuals, the little masks and stuff will dissipate. I think it was cool. I think it was nice that they did it. Do you think they're adding a fabled weapon to every class? If so, what do you think the fabled weapon for the Dragonlance will be? I think they're going to try to add a fabled weapon for every class. I don't think it's like if it doesn't happen, I don't think they're going to be like, oh no, we have to hold off releasing the game because we don't have a fabled weapon for every class. I don't think that's going to happen. But, if they do, I think the Dragonlance, they're literally going to find a way to make the Dragon Breath, the weapon's going to be like Dragon Breath or something. And I think they're literally going to try to, like, with that fabled weapon, you have the dragon from the first game. Because I think that perfectly fits what a fabled weapon should be like. I've said that in a video before, where I was discussing fabled weapons. Oof. Well, the healing from doing that probably healed me up pretty well, but that was definitely painful. Needlessly painful. Like a flamethrower, it was literally just a projectile shot, but the power of it is that as long as you had the weapon, you could fly effectively. You had the flight ability, like in the house rules, you could fly. The house rules were active the way that the elusive house rule is active with the, what's the class called? The boxer. The boxer has the elusive active. It would basically be the same thing with the, flight toggle. That, with that item, that becomes toggleable. Okay, you know what? It wasn't a flamethrower, it was like a specific kind of weapon. It was basically just a P shot in front of you, but as I said, like, it's the flight toggle that made the class it was. Alright. Well, we did miss that path down. But we'll just come back to the entrance when we want there. So, I'm just going to keep going. Awesome. Man, this spell solves all my issues. That's why I like the theme. Just to let people know, I'm okay with having fabled weapons that are more modern because they're supposed to be unique and non-canon in a way. Yep. That's concerning. That ruined me because I took the damage and couldn't jump. I did say that was concerning. I thought my concerns just wouldn't end up occurring because pessimism, you know? Or perhaps I thought it was pessimism and not me being not occurring being optimism. Oh, you're still alive. Well, anyways, I'm at full health again because my amount of healing is absolutely insane. Are potions a burden or a part of the event? Potions are a trait. Exploding Casket Syndrome was one of the things added here. I'm pretty sure it's staying after the patches, like once this thing is over, but it was added during this. It's a new trait that was added during the update. So, I mean, if I'm going to take a Blessing of Talent, it's this one, and increases my damage by 6% because of the War Drums, and increases my Resolve by 20 because of how awesome they are. So, I'm good with that. Because I want to increase those. Anyways, that was just blood loss. Nothing severe. Which Red Aether loss. Okay, there we are. It was just blood loss. Nothing that was actually going to hurt me. What was it? They said it was internal bleed, but that's okay because that's where blood's supposed to be. Ooh. So assuming that every update is only going to add 2 classes, what do you think will be the final 2 before the game releases? Assuming it's the next update. We do know that they were trying to get the, So, we do know that they were trying to get the Lich as a playable class. Whether or not they've abandoned it or not, we don't know. But I do know that there was an attempt to try and make the Lich a playable class. So that's one. After the last one, I'm just clueless. They're probably... The only thing I would say is they're going to try to do something completely unique. That doesn't say much, now does it? And no, I do not buy this teleporter. Let's go buy the Sun Tower teleporter, actually. And let's see what the challenges are here. So apparently... Oh! Hello. So that's what it means by we have the ship is attacking. Okay. Wish I had a bit more warning before they actually come out of the sky, but... Okay. Well, just keep moving. Just kill you like this. I don't even care right now. Yeah, because if you're in a spot like this and they come out, like, how do you avoid? How do you escape that? That's not terrifying at all. Yeah, no, that's actually pretty terrifying. All right, Cirquet's Theater. And the reason I'm not taking this is because with the explosions, I don't trust me doing that before it proves fatal. So, all right, that is a lot of my resolve, but so much increased damage. I think it's works. All right, that was the only way I could figure out to do that. So in case you're wondering, it is a burden that's allowing those guys to appear here. Both the cannons and the zombies are part of my burden, not part of them making this harder. Oh, that's also the burden, in case anyone's wondering. Okay, so apparently I can't run into it at all. That I did not realize. Oop. Whew. I do like this challenge. This is a fun challenge, but definitely a challenge. No denying that. Okay, we're just going to shield block this. That. Let Cirquet's Scener do the job for me, I guess. Ooh. Oh, we have someone worth banning. I'm not sure if Krakenstyle's still here or any of my other mods. I just gotta take care of that real fast. I'll become famous. First time from a viewer! Who would have thought? I just gotta ban this bot, not used to that. Alright, the X's Mundi with that burden became a real terror in a cool way, I think. Yep. Risen looks very cool, definitely. Only VIP for Fly Ragey, unfortunately, so you cannot help me here. Thank you very much for the offer, though. Ooh. Alright. I really think we should add the Spelunker from the last game. Think about it, the pickaxe is the obvious choice skill by hitting the enemy at bomb. I do remember we were talking about, a lot of people do love the Spelunker. The idea is that a lot of what the Spelunker has to offer was redone with like, what does the Spelunker offer that it's usually gold gain, but like gold gain is taken care of by traits now. I think there is a space for like a trait that recharges whenever you open up chests, stuff like that. So I think there is space for us Splunker-esque theme, but I'm not exactly sure how to do it. Oh. Ah, this is the new enemy that you were talking about. Woo. Well, they definitely made them intimidating. I'll give you that much. Almost reached the other one. Woo. That battle made you work. Yep. Yeah. More gold gain, less basically everything else. That's basically, that's the theme. Like, gold gain is taken care of from traits. So like, I will say right now, you are not the only one who suggested bringing the Spelunker back. It's just no one's been able to really define what makes the Spelunker unique. That was lost in the traits don't already cover. And that's the main issue with it. Like, how do you make it the Spelunker is basically the issue. Ooh. Oh, right. Blobfish don't die in water. Worth. I don't even care. Worth. Don't care that nothing fell out of it. That was basically a waste of my resources. Worth. Worth is an emotion, not a statement of the actual value acquired. Well. When the fish doesn't drown, just... Ah! Alright, well, we got what we came here for. Let's unlock the Sun Tower. Oh yeah, we lost the headlamp. So, we actually have... The headlamp is now an heirloom. You get it for beating Irad. As you go down to Paisha Dry Lake, the Nameless Knight gives you... This guy right here gives you the headlamp, effectively. So... Oh, right. There's this room. These two new biome booms implies the other biomes will get some kind of burden change as well. Yep. And I'm hopeful. I don't know how they're going to do it, because like one of the things is they brought in the enemies from the more dangerous biomes. And like that only works as long as there's a more dangerous biome, you know? So maybe new enemies with that burden as well? Yeah, higher tier enemies as well, probably. Who knows? Maybe they actually program in a third mini-boss into Paishan Dry Lake just to give us absolute hell for making the decision of taking that burden. Ooh. I was playing like class with a trident that's good at air. I don't know if you're saying area denial or aerial, like whether it's the area around you or the area above you. So can't like I could see like a trident like I could see a javelin-like class. Like, they already have javelins here. Just someone who has that forward throw and, like, a lot of damage with it. Ooh. Regardless, the castle and Mundi got a real danger buff with the burdens for sure. Definitely. And a fun one. Like, the fact that these areas are now, like, fun even at the higher levels, like, that's always nice to see. Oof. I will say the only thing that's missing is I wish there were more burdens of scale that I can slap on. I want to make the burdens infinite. I want to make the castle 3 times as large instead of 50% larger. Basically a puzzle. Alright, we're in Paishan. And I think this character's done their job. They've got ourselves a teleporter. They got to see what dangers lie ahead. And we got to unlock basically every portal I want to grab, except for the Gurguang Plateau, which is hidden behind a boss fight. Stanky death sewers. Yep. Alright. Now, keep in mind, I put on every single prime boss that's available right now. So this is the Primal Mech. Ooh, right. These chases are going to be kind of scary. Oh, those. Oh no. That's a mistake on my part. Allowing those to still be around. Yeah, I will lose that damage to get that taken care of. Alright. Well, knew I made mistakes. Hey, Mindful Line, how's it going? Just testing out all the new burdens and stuff like that. That was actually a good life, but just chose a bad timing for it.